Hey, this is Marcus Ortiz, and today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Glow 5-in-1 Circular Reflector with handles 52 inches. Oh, that was a long product name. All right, let's open this. There we go, coming out of the box. You can see the Glow logo. It's just glued on this end. All right, so this is it. Okay. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to stand up to do this properly. I'm gonna have to turn up my gain because I'm gonna be standing up farther away from my microphone. Oh. All right, do I still sound okay? Okay, I think still got pretty good levels. All right, so here we go. Expanding my first reflector. Oh, wow. Oh my god, this thing is huge. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Okay, this is like the gold side, but if you look closely, it's actually like silver with like jagged like gold coloring. I wasn't expecting the gold side to look like that, huh? Yes, one of the big reasons I got this reflector is because it has handles. So let me see. Can you get it there? Yeah, so you get these handles that'll make it easier to hold up when you're on shoots. And also, the handles have holes that you can screw into like a light stand or something. So that's also helpful. All right, so let's explore how this looks. How do I unzip this? Okay, now. So right now this is the gold side, and this is the black side. Alright, so this is the silver side. You can see the white diffuser. Turn this around. And this side is the whites. This is the white side, and then again the white diffuser. Turn this inside out. Yeah, so it's worth talking about like why did I get the 5-in-1 reflector? I came very close to just getting a two-sided reflector with just white and silver. But I decided since I live in a place that has a lot of bright sunny days, I will probably end up using this white diffuser a lot to like soften the sunlight. So I decided to go with the 5-in-1 reflector. Put on this, put this back on. Oh, and I forgot which side to... Oh, this is a mess now. Okay, let me find the openings for where the handles go. Help guide me. Okay, there. And there. Oh, okay. Okay, got it. I think I got it. Okay. Let me just zip this side closed. Oh, okay. All right. Looks like I didn't have to compromise. I'm glad. So I'm glad that the way the fabric is, you have white on one side, and then so you have white on one side, and then silver on this side. With a lot of the other reflectors I saw, it would be like a weird combination. It would be like white and black and like silver and gold, and so you're constantly having to like unzip to get to the white side or the silver side. I'm kind of glad I can just kind of leave it like this and just have the white and silver side, which I'll use most of the time. The gold side and black side, I don't see myself using that often. Yeah. All right. Let's get back into my, whoops. All right. All right, so I'll get back into my chair so I can continue talking about why I got this reflector. Put that off to the side for now. Okay. Move my chair back in. And lower my gain now that I'm closer to my microphone again. So let me pull up my outline so I can talk a little bit about like why I got a reflector. Yeah, so this was actually inspired by my photography instructor, Nigel Wallace. If you're watching this, hey. But I started taking photography workshops, and luckily, and my instructor Nigel, luckily he mostly preaches against like buying lots of new gear, instead using the gear that you already have. But one exception was he did recommend getting a collapsible reflector, 5-in-1 reflector, and honestly, though, I procrastinated on this for a long time just because I've been so obsessed with flash photography and getting flashes. But now I'm at the point though where I have like two Godox V862 flashes and one Godox V350 flash, which is a smaller one. So with three flashes, I feel like I'm pretty good with flashes at this point. So the real main thing to like improve my lighting setup would be to add a 5-in-1 reflector. So a couple of ways I'm planning to use the reflector. So the obvious one would be to like bounce in light. I've seen some instructors say that you should always have it like more overhead and bouncing the light from above rather than from underneath. I don't know, if you have opinions on that, you can write them in the comments. And the other one, like I mentioned before, is I want to use the white diffuser to like soften the sunlight if on bright sunny days. The other thing I want to do is also use this to do like clamshell lighting for like headshots or like beauty like photography and portraits. So I would have like maybe a flash coming in from above, and then I would have a reflector underneath to bounce in some light to fill in the shadows like under the chin. And the cool thing is I've seen this cool CreativeLive course called Managing Darkness in the Streets. Is that what it's called? Oh, I want to get the right title. I'm kind of particular about that. Let me look it up real fast for you. Yeah, okay, I completely got the title wrong. I'm glad I checked. So the title of the CreativeLive course was, close this box, Darkness in an Urban Environment, Managing Light on the Streets by Joe McNally, who's a legend when it comes to using flashes. So he had this cool improvised clamshell lighting setup where you had like a softbox on a boom pole held by a lighting assistant, and then he had another assistant put a reflector just on the ground, and the and just pretend this is a flash for a second. This is just this is a wrist rest, but like he had the flash, not the flash. He had the reflector on the street on the ground, and he had another assistant pointing the flash down at the reflector to bounce and create some fill light, and so that those photos look gorgeous, even though they were taken on the streets, and it was like studio quality lighting on the street, and I was just so inspired by that, and I thought it was so cool. Yeah. And let's see, the other way I plan to use the light, I actually need to open one more package in order to show you that. Okay. All right, let me pull up the Amazon page so I can get the name of this product right. So let's open this. So this is, here we go. Let me pull up the Amazon page. I can read out the product name to you. So this is the Neewer Photo Studio Heavy Duty Metal Clamp Holder with 5/8 inch light stand attachment for a reflector. Yeah, so when I got my reflector, one of the first things I wanted to buy to go with it was this clamp holder, so that way I can hold up the light on a reflector without needing an assistant like how Joe McNally did. All right, let me see if I can try it right now. Okay, so I already have my light stand there. I'm gonna have to turn up the gain again because I'm gonna stand up. So this is my first time doing this, so we'll see whether... I'll put this a little bit lower. There you go. So I'm not sure, do I need to take this off again? Does that work? No, I think I need to take out this thing, which I do not know how to... Or, wait. Oh, let me try this. So let me see if I can maybe take off this black tip. Maybe that's what can attach to this clamp holder. Let's see if this works. Well, actually, I should have screwed it in here first. Let's see if that works. All right, yeah, we're in business. I think it's screwing in. All right. Okay, now let's screw it on here. Oops. Come on. All right. I think we're in business. Let's see. How do I... Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, there we go. Okay, now I can... So now I can... Oh, my black t-shirt is hiding it. Okay. So I can angle this down, angle this up. Oh, I can even hold it straight up, too. I probably won't do that because of how big the reflector is. But you have options. There's also an umbrella, a hole for an umbrella holder. So you could use this to hold an umbrella, too. Let's try put the reflector on this. Aim it down. That's straight down. Right about there. I think that's in there. So let's try to put the reflector on this. Hopefully this isn't too thick. Let's see. I almost tripped over it. Let's put this in there. See, did that work? Now let's see if I can raise this up a little bit more. Go like this. I wonder. Wow, that's a big setup. Okay. Let's come back in. Okay, turn down my mic gain so I'm not too loud. All right, let me finish the rest of my outline. Yeah, I really should have my flash for this. Where is it? Oh. Where did I? Okay. All right, so I have my flash here just to demonstrate. So let me look at my notes again. I'm wanting to use it for what again? Oh, okay, so another cool technique I learned from Pye Jirsa in his Photography 101 course on CreativeLive, also about flash. He had this cool technique he taught where, is this right? So this way. So he would angle he would put the camera, the flash on his camera, and what he would do is, like, he would bounce it into the reflector, and then have like soft flattering light fall on his subject. What he would do though is he would have an assistant hold the reflector like on their shoulders. They would like grab the reflector, balance it on their shoulders with their head at the bottom, and then he would aim his flash backwards, bounce into the reflector, and then bounce nice soft flattering light on his model or his subject or his client. So that's one of the uses I planned with this reflector. So that's why as soon as I bought the reflector, I made sure to buy that Neewer like a clamp clip holder for a reflector so I could use this reflector without an assistant. I find that's actually the thing that excites me most nowadays when it comes to gear is not new cameras or lenses, but any gear that lets me work without an assistant, I get really excited about now. Yeah, so that was another use for it. Yeah, the last use for it, we'll see. That's one. This last use that I had in mind. Let me see if it's big enough actually for what I had in mind. Does that work? Maybe move it closer. Maybe not. Oh, okay. I wonder, let me see if I can, so the other, let me see. Let me close this. Yeah, so one reason I ordered, this is the largest size they have, 52 inches. One other use case I had in mind for a reflector was to use as a background for my videos, because one of the banes of my existence is that window in the back. Like even when it doesn't look that bright, when I look on my camera, like webcam on the video, it's so bright and blown out. And so I've tried like things like covering the curtains or like turning down the brightness in the camera settings app for my Logitech C920. And yeah, none of them have really worked that well. And so I was kind of hoping by ordering a large reflector it would be big enough, but I'm not sure if it's big enough, but I might still use it just to block that window because it's so blown out. I wonder though, maybe, I wonder if I can zoom in. Let me look at my camera settings app. Let's see if we can zoom in and have the reflector cover. Huh, okay, so I'm gonna have to, actually, wait. Is it more this way? More this way? Well, maybe that's something I can fine tune later. That actually, that still looks janky. But yeah, I like this a lot better than having the window open back there. Oh my God, like that was such an annoying thing to deal with. Oh, now my head's kind of cut off though. Oh man. Is that better? Oh wow, now my head is way too far down. I should not adjust this live while I'm recording. All right. That's the best I can do for now. Oh, but already I feel like the video quality, just because that blown out like highlight in the back window is not coming in anymore, now that it's blocked by the reflector, I feel like the sharpness and like exposure on my face is much better now. Even though you can still see the edges of the reflector, I might still keep making my videos this way just to avoid dealing with that blown out highlight in the background. So is there anything else I wanted to cover? Yeah, so I think that's it. Those were the main things I wanted to cover with this new reflector. So using it as a diffuser for like the bright sun, if you're shooting on a sunny day, then maybe using bouncing in light to fill in shadows under the chin, and also maybe doing like clamshell lighting, also known as paramount lighting for like headshots, beauty, portraits. Also using it as a video background to block that back window, and also as like a bounce for my on-camera flash, or even off-camera flash if I put another light stand and have my reflector, have my flash, put this on another light stand and have it bouncing into the reflector is another way I could use that reflector. But so those are some of the ways I'm going to use this reflector. So my name is Marcus Sortias, and I'll see you in the next video.